and Vugu Nayosi, Black Revolutionary Now. Just wanted to bring you this video on these 6 white supremacist goons in Mississippi who break into a house where 2 black men were staying, and they torture them, they beat them, and did all kind of heinous acts against them, and they're finally getting sentenced to go to jail. Check out this video and we will come back and discuss it.
The day of justice has finally come.
That's right.
For the Rankin County Goon Squad.
The Goon Squad, a nickname federal prosecutors say some white former Mississippi law enforcement officers gave themselves for their alleged willingness to use excessive force and not report. Now 6 of them facing sentencing after pleading guilty to charges in connection with torturing 2 black men, Michael Jenkins and Eddie Parker, for nearly 2 hours back in January of 2023.
They've undergone, from what you heard in there, a substantial amount of trauma.
The officers had entered the home the victims were in without a warrant and proceeded to use racial slurs, kick, tase, and attempt sexual assault and intimidate the victims with a firearm. The assault ended with Jenkins getting shot in the mouth, and then the officers attempted to cover it all up. Back in July, I spoke to Parker, Jenkins, and Jenkins' mother and toured the home where the crimes occurred.
They started beating me here.
The courtroom filled with emotion at sentencing today. Michael Jenkins' mother, Mary Jenkins, giving a victim impact statement in court, saying in part, "I want the same consideration for these people as they gave my son when they put the gun in his mouth and pulled the trigger." And the parents of one of the convicted deputies, Hunter Elward, also making a statement. "Nothing prepares a parent for this. What happened shouldn't have happened. There are so many more victims than the people in this room. Hunter is going to take and own what he did." And his son did. Hunter Elward stood up and directly addressed the 2 men he victimized. "I'm so sorry. I don't want to get too personal with you, Michael. There's no telling what you've seen. I'm so sorry that I caused that. I hate myself for it. I hate that I gave you that. I accept all responsibility." Hunter Elward's parents spoke to CNN shortly after their son's apology and his sentencing of 20 years plus 1 month.
What happened to those 2 gentlemen he could not live with anymore?
One of the victims, Eddie Parker, told Elward in court that he forgave him.
I had to forgive him because, deep down inside, I know, what he did wasn't something that he done, solely on his thoughts.
But Michael Jenkins said it didn't mean a damn thing to him.
I got that.
Jenkins' older brother still reeling from what happened to his brother.
I couldn't do this to nobody. I couldn't stand to watch it being done to nobody.
The attorney for Jenkins and Parker said there was some overall solace in today's sentencing.
Finally, they could see justice occur and to see their tormentors know that they won't be back on the street to terrorize them again, and they'll be behind bars for at least 20 years.
Yes, as you can see, these white supremacists, criminal goon squad will be going to prison for a very long time. And what a lot of people don't know is this case is not in a vacuum. This kind of white supremacist, racist, hate act on our people have been going on for decades. Since when you look at the Black Panther Party, one of the reasons why the original Black Panther Party actually started is because when Jim Crow was abolished in 1965, the original Black Panther Party started their chapter in Oakland, California in 1966. I think it was in October or November of 1966. And why? Because you had a high presence of LA cops in black communities, brutalizing and beating, and of course, they unalive a lot of black people. So this is nothing new under the sun. This white supremacist system who allow dirty cops like these 6 Mississippi goons who violate Mr. Parker and Mr. Jenkins, brutalize them from racial slurs to abuse, to sexual abuse, to torture. And we see how everything have come out in the open now because of course, social media and everything, and platforms like this exposing this system of cops. And this is the reason why that black people need a hate crime bill. You have the Asians who had their little so-called people telling them they with COVID about they're spreading the C-19 and stuff like that, and they had a little certain incidents with people that roughed them up and beat them up, whatever, and that was like within like a year or so, and they got a hate crime bill. African black people who built America, for how long? For decades, for centuries, has been racially profiled, have been unalive, have been beaten, have been tortured, and we don't have a hate crime bill. So it tells you, the people who write laws and enact laws, they understand and they know exactly what we want. But the racist government won't allow us to have something to protect us. A bill. So when goons like these 6 white supremacists abuse these 2 brothers, they should be getting a lifetime for a hate crime act that was imposed upon these 2 brothers. So I just want my black family to know, when we see cases like this, just remember there's so many other cases we never heard about, and so many cases that get swept under the rug. Now we have access to so many information and so many platforms that bring information in real time. We really get in to find out the things we have been going through for decades and for centuries now. It's now is being recorded and it's being told by people who look like us and not white supremacist media. So I just wanted just to bring that information to you and let you know we are going to stand strong and fight back on every level. Peace and Black power, Black revolutionary now.